Now, and nurses and physician assistants at the Ankaful Psychiatric Hospital in the Central Region have decided to stay away from work with immediate effect. In what they described as removal and danger, the workers say their mental and physical health is at risk due to the illegal, oppressive, traumatic, degrading, abusive, embarrassing, and general egocentric behavior of the hospital director, Dr. Eugene Dodoi. In a letter to the Chief Executive Office of the Mental Health Authority, MHA, the workers said their action is not a strike action. Now, we're taking this action, according to them, under Section 119 of the Labour Act 2003, and accordingly, we are ready to return to work as soon as he is removed from the hospital, the letter stated. The nurses at the hospital in October 2017 demanded the dismissal of the medical director. After their demands were not heeded to, they embarked on a sit-down strike the following month. Now let's go on the phone lines and speak to Kweku Brobe. He is the PRO for the Mental Health Authority. Good afternoon, Kweku, and thanks for your time.
Good afternoon, Wendy, and thanks for having me.
Now, in the current wake of these events, where does this leave the hospital?
Well, I think, again, this is another unfortunate turn. I mean, we have a roadmap that we are working by, and we would have expected that the staff of Ankaful Hospital would cooperate with us and let us go by the roadmap that has been spelled out. But this letter that came up again, I think, brings another twist to the roadmap, and it's a clear infringement of what we had agreed on. They are calling for the removal of the hospital director immediately, you know, or they might probably leave their work or embark on a strike, even though they intend to call it or address it as not a strike. I think that action basically flouts the roadmap that we've been assigned to work with.
So what happens if they don't heed to what you're telling them, especially asking them to go back, knowing that they've taken an entrenched position?
Well, for now, the Chief Executive of the authority, again, has arranged to meet up with the Ministry of Health because we do not have a board in place. I mean, he is meeting up with the minister this afternoon, and then he will again brief the minister on what has happened. I mean, the new twist that has come up now, and based on what he advises, we will take it up from there. But we would have wished that, I mean, the processes that have been set in place would, I mean, the staff of the hospital would have let the processes go through. Let us work by this roadmap that we all agreed to. I think that would have gotten us, you know, some positive results. But from what we're seeing now, it's obviously a breach of what we had agreed to work, and it complicates the issue a lot further. Now,
you've mentioned the breach of the lay-down procedures over and over again. What happens to those who have gone against the lay-down procedures?
Well, so what's going to happen is that, well, based on the advice that the minister gives, I mean, if some sanctions are pronounced in that instance, then obviously we'll be going with the sanctions that are pronounced. But for now, we do not have, we cannot tell what's going to happen. I think it's going to be based on the advice of the minister. And as I indicated to you, the Chief Executive is meeting up with the minister this afternoon. And so based on what he advises, that's what we're going to go by.
Thank you so much for your time. I have been speaking with Kweku Brobe. He's the Public Relations Officer for the Mental Health Authority. You're still watching Midday Live.